Alright, people, I'm back, and this is where we were last time. Okay, good progression. So I want to explain this, what I'm doing right here. So basically, what is going on here is not much of a confusing stuff. So what is going on here is just we're making different objects like these. Like when we say object products title is equal to JSON part JSON string, it means we're just copying this whole item and we're just assigning that object to some particular key right here. Okay, now what is happening, we're just saying some title of some product is going to be the key like that, and what is going to be below it, let me actually show you in real life. So this is something it looks like of some object. Okay, so this will be the title of some object, and in here we have, it contains an object in itself. Okay, it does have an object in itself, and that object is just like then object will contain something like title, it will contain a slug, it will contain image, and it will contain basically all the things that we have in our product. Okay, so, and it will contain a color, and color will be an array. It will contain size will also be an array. Inside the size we may have red, then we may have green. Accordingly, you can see we are pushing the item. If the item does not exist in is not in the color array, then we're gonna push it. What we are doing, we're saying item.title in products. We're saying just loop around all the all the values in here. So what we're getting here, we're getting an array. Inside the array we have different products. We're having title 0, title 1, we're having then title 0. So these are different products. All the different title 0, title 1, title 0 will contain different things like different sizes, different colors, different slugs. So basically we know that wherever the title is, we're just saying wherever the title are same, just get them together and add their size and colors inside an array, and offsetting the size and colors of the array, we're just saying like it should have a particular slug. We will not be adding the slug inside an array. That will become very much confusing stuff, because on the home page we just want the user to be able to click on the product, and once he clicks on the product he should be shown different products. So the slug should be the item with the highest quantity, and that's basically right here what we are doing. We're just saying, okay, keep pushing the slug, item slug, and quantity and image into a array called the quantity recorder. So it will just push all of the items, all of the slugs inside this one. And what's it going to actually do here? You can see what it's saying. We want the highest quantity one. Okay, well, there is a question, there is a confusion right there. Okay, why did I not thought about this before? That's why I'm thinking about this right now. Let's say oh no, that's not going to be the case. All right, so what we are going to do, you can see we're just looping through all of the items, all different items. So yeah, I will just do a testing. You can see Adidas local shoes, color blue, size, stuff like that. Color is going to be green, and QTY is going to be 6. Let's do a send. Okay, it has been added. Now let's go to local storage 5000/get products. Okay, we have Adidas different. You can see Adidas has 7 total quantities, and yeah, Adidas has its own slug, its own property, stuff like that. So yeah, basically we don't have to worry about nothing. This is all pretty good. You can see, how does it look? It looks very good. Very wide dot slug. We keep pushing this stuff. Okay, now let's add another one, different title. Adidas, not Adidas, but let's say Gucci shoes. They're going to be color gray, and the size is going to be X. Quantity is going to be 2. Let's do a send, then let's do a refresh. You can see we got the Gucci shoes with the color, with the size of gray, quantity 2. Yep. And Gucci shoe. Yep, we got the ID. Okay, we got the ID. We basically don't need the ID because the ID is of some random product. Like basically the first product that we may have selected, we have no idea about. So here you can do another thing. You can just get the ID of the product you want, but we already know that the slug is being unique, so we can do the every single thing what we want using the slug. So for now we have those 3 options right there. Right, they are not looking bad. They're looking pretty good to me. All right, good. I hope you got the understanding what I was trying to show you. You can see we have that one object, then we have some other object like that. So we basically have a lot of objects. All objects are uniquely defined. You know, all objects will have a key. That key will be the title. So there will not be 2 keys with the same title. That's the thing. We got this thing. Get product is working pretty fine. Now we have to go to our client side. Let's go inside of our page. Index page. Here we will get rid of the another extra div that we don't have any work with. Okay, and here we'll say render this on the server side. We'll say, okay, 1 second, let me just pull the camera a little bit upside. All right, that looks fine. A little bit top. All right, export constant get server side props is going to be an asynchronous function. We don't want to read the URL, so we can just leave this blank. We don't want to get no context, nothing like that. We'll just say return the props, and props are going to be something that will return soon. Let's get the data await fetch on our backend server. Yeah, you know, another thing we can say server.js export constant server is going to be equal to localhost 5000. Other than just putting this thing here, we can say you can just say server. Okay, we got the server, then we're going to say slash API slash get products. Then we will get the response as a JSON response. That's all we want. Here we will say view the data. Here we'll take the data. We'll do a consider log of the data. We'll do yarn dev. We'll check if everything is working pretty fine. Object, good. So we basically got something like that, but why did we got this 2 times? I have no idea. I'm trying to just console log it 1 time, but they console log it 2 times, but we'll see about the issue. It's not much of an issue. All it main page. Okay, maybe it's being called 2 times. Alright, never mind. Now what we have to do, we need to get into our div. Basically it is this one. Here we have to just say object.keys, get the data dot map, will map around this using get the item and the index. I'll explain in a minute. So basically you just might have saw while we do console log, that showed us every different object like this, object this, and they showed us object this, object this. So basically it means they're not in array. We need to read every single object key and we need to map onto that. We don't have any arrays, so we cannot just directly say data.map. And that's why we need to use object.keys data. So it will map through all of the keys of in the object. And what we want here, first of all, let's say here, get the data.image. Here, let's say we want the data.price, data.title, data.agree. Okay, we didn't got to see anything. Oh, we need to see data. We need to select the item inside the data. Okay, we need the data. Data is our is a variable containing a lot of objects, and we need to select some particular object with some particular key. So basically it's looping through all the keys. So we need to say, okay, select this key and then get this image of that key in the database. Cool. You can see it does which it does. Okay, my bad. It's all looking fine. We have to just remove this thing. We have to say e is equal to item plus I, just make it a little bit unique. Right, you will get to see something like that. Okay, I had added in the parent body. Yeah, we get to see something like that. You can see Nike shoes, shoes, and shoes, basically like that. But we still do have issue. You can see the our components being rendered 2 times, and I'm not really much sure about why is that being even a thing. Why is that even a thing? I'll wait for fetch. Yeah. Okay. Alright, guess what the solution was? I checked on Stack Overflow, and they just told basically you have to commit out the React strict mode. So basically strict mode re-renders your application 2 times, so we have to make this React strict mode from true to false. And now you can see our data is being loaded only 1 time, and that's a good thing. That's something we wanted only. We just wanted to see. You can see right now it's all perfect. Now we got the next shoes. What we want now is we want to show the colors in there. We want to show the sizes in there. We want to show the quantity in there. Basically the quantity available, like how many quantities are there. Okay, first of all, let's make a constant colors is equal to red, green, orange, blue, gray. Constant sizes are equal to SM, M, large, X size, extra large, small, medium, small, large, extra large, XL, extra large. Okay, that should be fine. Okay, so we are having these options right there, and I think we should have been below the price or on top of the price. I don't really know. Let's see how Amazon does it. Let's search for something like GPU. Okay, we actually get to see on stock below how many are available. We get to see that below. On top we get to see the rating. Okay, on top of the price. So we will create a div, most likely an empty div. This div is going to be colors.map, get color in the index. We'll look through all the four colors component that are these components right there, and we are going to show the colors. Colors, we are going to show only those colors that are actually available in the array. Like we get the array, like data.colors will be an will turn actually an array, so we'll get an array. So we only want to show the colors that are in the array. So if data item dot color includes color, if it includes it, we don't have to say if, we have to say just if it includes it, like that, then, and then show a span tag, and span tag will be like we basically have to set up our span tag, to be honest. We have to say here class name is basically going to be a flex. Height is going to be 17 pixels. Now we have to set up something. You need to click here, go to the span itself. Even this below. My bad. Still refresh. How do we make this one go on the not exactly on the bottom side? So this one should be okay. I guess it can't do that. Okay, never mind. So what we will be doing here, we'll just say give it a height of 17 pixels, give it a width of 17 pixels, with a background of black. Okay, so we got the background. I think making the width as 19 should look pretty fine. Okay, so we need to have a border radius of 20 pixels. Well, yeah, that one was obvious. We're gonna have a little bit margin right about 2 pixels. We'll say for now that was this much should do it. Let's just copy it and let's just go to styles, make a home dot module dot css. Home for, let's say, item style. This is going to be the item style except the background, because we want the background to be whichever the color we are choosing, basically like that. Now here, let's say import styles from dot slash style slash home dot module dot css. You cannot import directly home.css because you can only import that in the global state, which is the underscore app dot javascript. But we only want to use the css in this page, so we will not be importing it to somewhere else. Okay, pretty good. Now we are saying including, if it includes this, what we are going to do, we're going to say class name is equal to styles dot item style. Item style, and we have to say style background is going to be whatever the item is going to be. Okay, I'm really not sure how this is going to turn out, but I hope. I don't know what I was hoping for. Okay, my bad. We have to just get rid of this one. We otherwise we have to say return, and we have to give it some key. The key is equal to color plus index, something unique. It doesn't really have to be anything. Okay, you can see we are getting these things background. Okay, all right. We don't need the background to be item. We need the background to be actually color, not the item. Okay, that's good. So you can see we get to see the colors. Pretty big, aren't they, huh? Okay, let's go here. Let's say 18 pixels as our last thing, and margin should be about 5 pixels between them. Okay, that one actually looks kind of cool. Let's see, we have different choices having different things, and yeah, we can actually get the colors, available colors, right? Good. We got the colors, and now let's also get another thing. That is going to be our sizes. Basically the same stuff, just repeating itself again. Class name is going to be flags. size is top map data item dot if it contains the size contains this in size in size. If it contains in size, what we want to do, say in size plus index. Background should be actually nothing. We want the span to have some our actually in size value. Div closing. Okay, what again is the issue? Starting a div closing the div right there. Then you have the price. 36. When we're closing, we're just closing both of them. Okay, I see. We're just adding an extra div. So that was something that was creating an issue. In size. Okay, we want to see the size actually. Okay, ML, XL, X. We want them to have some little bit of things. You can just say have a border of 1 pixel, solid black, and we're gonna say margin of 0 and 10 pixels. Actually, margin. It should be padding. Margin. Okay, basically I have to do one thing. And here I have to say class style margin top 3 pixels. Okay, it's going to give a little bit of margin on the top. Yeah, we can just say border is going to be 1 pixel. Solid. We don't have to say black because it's by default black. Margin is going to be 0 pixels and 5 pixels. So we basically get to see something like that. Okay, it's very compressed. Ah, we don't need to give it margin, we need to give it uh padding actually. Okay, okay. 5 pixels are quite bigger than I expected. 3 pixels, and we'll say margin is going to be about 0% on the up and down scale, and about 2 pixels on the right and left scale. On the top side, we want it to be around 5 pixels difference. Yeah, but I think that will do it. We'll say, okay, border radius is going to be about 5 pixels. Doesn't look bad though. Okay, all we are going to do for the margin. So margin right is going to be 2 pixels. So 5 pixels. Yep, it looks pretty good. In the mobile also. In the mobile phone. So yeah. Alrighty. We are good to go with this one. Good, good, good. So basically we have set up these things. Now what we have to do, we have to make the car look a little bit more alive. Because currently they literally look like dead. Can I get a little bit of shadow? I knew there was something like to give shadow. I don't know. I must remember. Okay, 1 second. Say shadow in tailwind this box shadow, really. Shadow MD. Okay, okay. All of them have a little bit of that shadow stuff going on. I'll just say kind of like a border radius. 5 pixels maybe. Yep, 5 pixels doesn't look bad. We want our store to be more like this kind of color. More on the yellow inside it, so we'll just see about that in a minute. But first of all, we'll say margin right needs to be about 5. 5%. Okay, it looks very bad in here. Other than saying 5%, we could have said 10 pixels. Okay, what is actually happening here? I don't know. Oh, they're not fitting up, right? Okay, either they are fitting all together or they are not fitting. So maybe we have to add something called as flex wrap. Okay, flex wrap is already enabled, but what is the issue then? Flex wrap is not properly doing its work. I don't even think that has to be an issue. I mean, this is a component itself. This is another component. Why not they just say they're in row, right? With the width of 10%. I don't understand what's the issue. Why do they all have to be in the same, or they don't need to be same? Let's get rid of the margin right. Okay, yeah, margin right was creating the issue. Justify space between. Let me just say it here. Ah, okay, between, no, I'm gonna say space around. Okay, space around looks kind of cool. I mean, it doesn't look the best, but it looks kind of cool. So yeah, they all do have their own things. So I will come in a minute. Okay, so that was for that one. See, it looks kind of cool, to be honest. Not gonna lie. So yeah, can do another thing right now. We will need to add a link. Let's add a link. We'll say import link. Okay, import link from next slash link. Here we'll say the link goes like that. Where the key is equal to plus I. We'll remove the key from here because it's not needed. And href is going to be, okay, href is going to be slash our data item dot slug. So we will just write in a minute make another .js file here that's going to be dynamic. That's going to contain dynamic IP in dynamic URL, dynamic routes. So that we will continue. We will put the name of the file within square brackets, so it will actually become dynamic. That's what we call as dynamic. Give me a minute. Okay, I got the minute. Alrighty, so I was thinking about to make a little bit of hover effect on these options. Maybe that might have looked a little bit more better. But first I will say cursor should be pointer. Okay, cursor is being pointer. So yeah, this one is working pretty fine. And we also need to add the quantity of the item. Maybe below this one, just do add something like just a paragraph. Literally just anything we want to add. Let's say paragraph. It's going to be QTY is going to be data item dot QTY. Quantity of the item that are available. Yeah, you can just go and buy them if you want to. Maybe I may prefer to put this. Yep, definitely make some change. Okay, maybe the price below doesn't look great. I don't think price really needs some top margin. Yep, that's right. It doesn't actually need any margin on the top. I'm gonna show you how many sizes are available, what is the price of the product. Maybe in the bottom we need a little bit of space. Yep, definitely needed something like that. So well, yeah, I will not complain about this. Is not a has not become something that we expected it to be. But yeah, it looks pretty dope. We will make it much better in the future. But for now, I think it's good. Well, we need the color of this image. Get color from image. We need the hex color. Use your image. Okay, just go download it. I mean, go to the URL. How does it look like? Just looks like an image. Alright, it just... Okay, this one. Yep, definitely want something like that. Now maybe we can say the border, like here, we're just defining the border. One solid what? Okay, how does this color look at as a border? Looks bad. Okay, I was not judging it though. I mean, you can't really much know every single thing. But maybe we can give it... I mean... No, it's fine. Looks fine, looks fine. When someone hovers over item, someone's going to hover over this guy. Get the border radius. Okay, we can actually use the hover like this. Other than we can just use the hover in here. I really hate okay, when someone hovers over it, we want the scale to be a little bit more bigger. Like 1 out of 5. Okay, something like that. Right? This gives a feeling that he's typing something. Good. Now if we click on here, it's going to select that particular item. Good. Good, good. Close others. Now here we will make another dynamic route. We'll say it as product.js. Okay. And here we'll say an RFC function, React function component. Constant, actually, export constant, get server-side props. It's going to be equal to an async function. We want the context. So like that. Okay, good. Let's say return. Let me close my speakers. Okay, we got the props. What we are going to say when I say. I'll wait for localhost 5000/API/ get product. This time we're using only get products. Get product, not products. So yeah, there's different. Get product, and the slug is going to be. Our slug is going to be our context dot query dot product. So basically, the query dot product is actually the product dot product is whatever you put inside your big bracket, inside your square brackets, and the query is. I know it's actually they actually read this from the URL. Okay, we'll give the slug. This is a slug. Slug basically means like we're gonna say we'll go to /test, and here we will get /test actually. Let's say dot then get a response or you will take it as a JSON file, and basically here we will give it to this one. Just need to be given like that. No, I don't think we need to give it like that. Okay, we'll see about that one. And we need to make a new option here for the get product.javascript constant. First for product is going to be equal to require. Let's import our model constant. Get product is going to be an asynchronous function request and response. You should get a slug from the server. Request.query. We'll make it as a get request, right? If slug is not there, we'll say return response JSON. Null. Otherwise, what we want to do, we're going to just say it is going to be equal to. I'll wait for product dot find one where the slug matches the slug. We just want to return that one particular product. The response of JSON, the data. Let's say model export is equal to get product, and we will go to the app.js. We have to say router.get / get product, comma get product, not products. So yeah, it's set it up. Yeah, what we're gonna do, we're gonna say hi console.log the data. I don't know how things are going to go, but we'll see about that one. We should see the data undefined. What about normally? Okay, we got the data. So yeah, we have the categories, color, created at, blah blah stuff like that. We have all the information that we need. Now we will go to tail block again. Here we'll go to the option of e-commerce, and we'll choose some particular thing. Okay, this is good. HTML to JSX, as we already know. Let's go here. Let's say a few things. First, what we want to say, if data is not equal to null, We want to wrap this around like that one. So if data is not equal to null, then we want to do something. Otherwise, we want to do something else. Alright? We'll set up these things in a minute. Just copy this stuff and go here back. You want to show this, otherwise we want to show them. No page. We have not created anything like no page yet, but we will create that in a minute. Say 404 page data and CSS, and we'll go to this one, freefrontend.com, and I will open this one. I will just go to JSX, copy back, make a new file with the name of no page. Here, in the component folder, no page.javascript rfc. Error 404. We don't want this thing to be actually light. This thing 400. We'll make it 600. This thing is 600. We'll make it 800. We'll make this one actually. Yeah, I don't think this one should be pretty much fine. Let's see about that. What are you saying? If it didn't work, just get the no page there. I imported by pressing holding Control plus Shift. No, Shift plus Enter. So we got the no page importer right there. If I go to my website, I do. Okay, you can see it was loaded. Let's put a wrong URL. Okay. See object no. Must be a plain object. Alright. So to fix this issue, we have to say get the props like that. Get the data like that. Okay, they just told us 404 error. Yeah, good. Let's go to no page. There will be a bg doc. Let's get rid of that. So you cannot find your page. That's very light. Couldn't find your page. Where does this say? Rescue doc text gray, maybe around 700. Sorry, you couldn't get to find the page. Back to home page. Import link from /link. Okay, I hope everything works perfectly now. Let's just go back. You can see this URL is now found. Go back to home page and let's go here. It got loaded because it is valid. Good. We don't need to console log anything. Here we need to do a lot of stuff, to be honest. We will do all of them one by one. We'll say first of all data image. Brand name is going to be data dot category. This is going to be actually data dot title. And let's go down. We need to I don't know, what is this? Oh yeah, this is a review one, right? We need to delete this whole div because we don't need it. This needs to be data description. Color size, we'll fix all of that in a minute. First of all, let's say here the value is going to be equal to size, and we will say use date snipped size. We should get it should be equal to, by default, like equal to data dot size. Okay, so the value will actually become whatever the value we get from the data, right? Good. We can update it in the future. That's why I just give it a different thing. Data price. Add to cart. Okay. Let's do a refresh. All right. Good. We got what we wanted. We provided a value. Crop to a form field with on change handler. Let's render only view field. Or to read only. Select. Oh yeah, I know I did that. But that should not be an issue. Let's see color. I will change that. I will make the issue go away in a minute. Data.color by default is going to be like that. What we're gonna say constant change item when we are calling a change item. Okay, let's also provide our URL. The constant URL is called context.query.product. That's my URL. Come on, URL. It will be read as URL name with the data with the value of URL. So we'll say get the data and get the URL. Here we're gonna say URL should become URL dot split at space. So basically we'll convert our URL to an array so that we can actually make changes to it. So let's say you clicked on this color. Do you want to render the whole page, go to that that slug of this color? No, you don't actually want. But even if you do want, how will the website know that you want to go to some other colors? So for that, we have to first of all get the URL. We'll split it out. We already know how the URL works. The title is going to be same, just the different colors and the different sizes. Here we know the color and the size. So basically what we're going to do, whenever we change something in the select option, okay, we'll say if someone change something here, what I want to do, I'm going to give an E. I want to get the give the element that element state. We'll say set size, give it E dot target dot value, and we want to run the function that is our change item. We want to run that function also, because whenever we change something, we actually want to render that whole. We want to actually get the data of that item. It doesn't really matter if the item exists or not, but we just want to do it. So let's see. We have the SM, we have the M, we have the L, we have the X. Okay, we have M, SM, M, L, XL, ML, XL, X and XL. Okay, good. So we have these options right there. We have change item. It doesn't really it actually is doing nothing for now. Okay, all we are going to do, we will just say I want to make a temporary URL that is going to contain the changed size and the changed colors. So how are they going to actually work? Let me actually show you. I'm going to say, okay, first of all, do what? Let me get the URL. I want to get the URL. I want to get the URL dot slice 0, URL dot length -2. So basically I'm just saying I want to get the URL, like whatever indexes we have in the URL, starting from 0 till URL dot length -2. -2 means we will exclude the color and the size from there, and we'll just join them using a separator, right? Yeah. And we'll just console the log temporary URL. We'll just take a look at that one. X. Okay, it's not working. Is it actually calling change item? Okay, maybe we need to do something like that. Okay, it's not showing us still anything. Euro dot slice. Error console log URL. How does it look like? Okay, basically that is our URL. I need to say split at the separator. Okay, we did the wrong thing, so that's why the issue came. If I now change it to like that, okay, you can see we only got the title, excluding our color and excluding our size. So basically we have to add that by ourselves. Here we can just say add this all stuff into a string with the backticks. Let's say after this one, add our color, and then add our size. You can see we're just trying to go to green Excel. Now we currently already are in green Excel. I want to go to green X. Oh, I know what is happening right now. Well, I know this thing very well. So basically what is happening, the set size is taking a little bit of time to update the value actually, so it's not really much working fine. So what we have to do here, we'll just say change item, give it, first of all, we'll give it our color item, and we'll give it our e dot target dot value. I will explain you in a minute. So here we expect taking two arguments. We'll take the color and we'll take the size. We'll just say set size to the size that we have and set color to the color we will have. So for the color option, we will just say take the color as e.target.name and take the size as the size that we currently have. So that's how we will be doing it. We know that we will not provide any color. The color will not update actually. You can see now it updated to M, SM, X. So yeah, you can see that things actually work pretty much better now. And it's a good thing to actually see things working. Okay, I'm really happy about things actually are working. Now I need to go to the colors and I need to go to the buttons. I need to make the buttons work now. Okay, enough of this nonsense work that we have been facing since days and days and days. So basically what we have to do, we have to just copy our color there and we have to just paste it here. We have to do same loop for here also. So colors dot map will get the item and the index. Okay, in here there's going to be conditions. Well, there is an issue with that because we only will be getting like blue, red, green, orange, blue, black, blue, gray, yellow, blue, orange, something like that. So the thing is, the blue color looks very bad when you directly apply the background as blue. So we may want to change that thing a little bit more. So how we can do that, I will just show you that in a minute. But first of all, let's do one thing. Let's say if our color is equal to our item, then we want to do this. Otherwise we want to show this. All right, so what is this exactly going to do? It's not going to hide any colors. Like, we will show all of the colors even if they are not available or they are out of stock. So but what we want to do some little bit change. You can see here in the starting they are having border gray 300. What we want that to be, we don't want this thing to be gray 300. We want, if the color is selected, we want to be around 700. And this another thing with the background gray 700, we'll just get rid of it because we cannot add JavaScript inside of a Tailwind. CSS, we just have to say, okay, give it a style name of background is going to be equal to our item. All right, that's a basic thing. Background is going to be equal to our item, and we are just going to return all of things that we get from there. We have to give the key item plus I to both of them because they both can be unique in their own scenarios. You can see by default green is being selected, and that is true, green is selected by default, so that's why it looks like it's actually selected. And you saw the blue doesn't really much look good, and if we will select the blue, it will really look much bad. So that's why I said we need to change the blue to something more light. Something more like this. How we can do this, let me just show you in a minute. We'll say let select color, it's going to be equal to if item is going to be equal to blue, then we want to return this. Otherwise we want to just set that, set the value to item itself. So we'll say color set, just change the background in here. You can see it did change this one to a different animal. I'm just kidding, not an animal. Okay, we need to add a name tag to our button. So why will I add a name tag? Because we cannot add value in here, so we need to record our, we need to have our item name as blue, red, green, gray. It can be literally anything. We have something like that, and we need the on change function. Not actually on change, we'll have on click option in here. It's going to contain the e. We'll say change item, we'll give it e dot target on name, and we'll just give it the size like I mentioned before how we are going to do this. At the end we're just console logging the thing. If I change it, you can see it didn't actually change this thing from here there, and it just console logs with that thing. Okay, now we are good to go. We are able to change the colors in here there. We are able to change actually the links, stuff like that, and this all looks pretty good for now at least. And there's a heart icon after add to cart. I know it doesn't look bad, but I don't think there's a need for that one. So basically, if there is no need, we don't want to add some fancy stuff that actually doesn't seem to work. Alright, so we still have a color picker there. Okay, good. Add to cart needs a different color. Background indigo, no. Background is going to be this. And if I hover over it, I should see something like Okay, we got a lot of colors here. It's actually type orange, kind of related to the yellow stuff. How does amber foreigner look? Okay. PG, 1 second. How did you use it? Used to BG Indigo 16. BG Amber 400. 600. Does it actually work? I mean, I don't think it's working. Doesn't seem to work. Okay, never mind. We'll just first of all work on our fetch URL stuff like that. Say fetch on HTTP localhost 5000 slash get product. Slug is going to be equal to our temporary URL. We're gonna say response JSON and get the data. We're gonna get the data like that. And here we'll say import use router from next slash router. So here to say just like constant router is equal to use router. Now here I can say I need to change my href. I'll say if whatever data I get from there is not equal to null, I want to do something. I want to say, and then if data dot qty is greater than 0, then I want to do something else. Otherwise I want to do something else, and then otherwise I want to do something else. So yeah, all of them are going to have different conditions. So probably for first one, let's say the product actually exists. So we'll say first of all Next.js without refresh. We have shallow routing. We'll just say make it to temporary URL. Shallow is equal to true. That's good. We'll say well, we don't need to say set size because size will be already set to the latest one. This is console log data. Console log data. Console log data. Where's console log data? Right. Good. So here, let's go to work console log. Null. Null. Temper is not defined. Okay, we got the actual data. Null. Actual data. Null. Actual data. So yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it? Good. Now we'll define a few more use state snips for the price one. By default going to be null. Use state snipped for the image one. By default going to be null. Use state snips. I think these two are pretty normal for now, right? The price and the image. So for the image one, first of all, what we're going to do here. Where are we saying image? Here, image. We'll say if image is not equal to null, then we want to show our image, otherwise we're going to show this. Same goes for the price. We'll remove this dollar from there. We'll say if price is not equal to null, then we want to show the price, otherwise we want to show this image with a dollar. We want to show the price with the dollar, right? Yep, we want to show the price with the dollar. Good. Set price, set color are going to be called here. Now in here we know that these things are actually true. We'll say set price is going to be a dollar plus data dot price. It's going to be data image. But what about if the quantity is lower than 0? It will set price out of stock image slash out of stock dot jpg. We will add that image in a minute. If none of them are considered, I think not available. Not available. Okay, we got those things right there. Well, let's actually go to Google. Let's search for out of stock image. Out of stock image that we needed. I really don't have no idea. I want a perfect image. I want a perfect image. Image. Let's do save image as desktop in our e-commerce site. Client. Public. Image in here we'll say out of stock.webb. Not available. Convert WBP to JPG. E-commerce client public. Select both of them. Convert both of them. not available, and out of stock. We need to do a few editings for the not available because it has that branding stuff. We just need to trim it a little bit. Not available. Good. JPG. Let's go back here. Use that is not defined really. Not available. Is this available? Yes, it is available. Yes, this one is also available, so both of them are same, so we are not really much finding any difference. Nothing is out of stock right now, so we don't really much know what is out of stock, what is not available, what is different. This is Adidas local shoes. Is it Adidas local shoes? Can we do a refresh? Adidas local shoes are 2 shoes. Blue. Okay, we have blue XL. And we have the green one, right? So let me just say something like Adidas green shoes. Let me just go to image. Copy image link. Green, green, green. Date. Okay. You can see the green is there. This is blue, this is green. And they are not literally updating. The prices are also updating. So yeah, we need to see that one also. 500. 499, 500. So yeah, basically these things are updating. May work for any of them. So they're only available in the L size or XL. We also have the out of stock option right there. If we make the blue one out of stock by saying it's going to be 0. Okay, you can see out of stock, temporary out of stock, otherwise not available. If I show the image itself, okay. So probably we're getting somewhere. We got these things right. Okay, good. Now we need to add another thing that is going to be our quantity of the image. Not quantity, total quantity. So basically what we are going to do, color on the top here. Before it, we will have a p tag. Maybe we'll say quantity y is equal to 0. We'll not say if it's is equal to 0 or something like that. We'll just say if it's in quantity or not. So here what we're going to do, we're going to say if data.qty is greater than 0, then we want to do something. If it is greater than 0, that we want to do, we're going to show something like in stock. Otherwise I want to show out of stock. In stock, basically. Yeah, thankfully they're right in this one. This is style. It's called font. Weight is going to be bold. Color is going to be green and red. The comma. Okay, in stock. If it's not in stock, they're gonna just show it's not in stock. So what about we want to update the value? Like we change something else, we need to see here if it's available or in stock or out of stock, something like that. Yeah, we can basically do something like that. We just have to say constant qty set qty is going to be equal to use state. By default it will be null. Once we get some product, we'll say set qty. We will say the value as if it was available. Just return span with the style of font weight as bold. The color of green. And if it was not, we'll just say return red. We'll just say in stock. Here we'll just say out of stock. Here we'll just say not available. Alrighty. We'll just copy the qty quantity variable. Here we will say, first of all, if qty is not equal to null, then we want to show something, otherwise shows this. What is something is going to be? We just want to show the qty. In stock, not available, out of stock. You're right, man. Out of stock, not available, and in stock. It's basically not updating anything. You may think we're changing a lot of things, but we are not actually changing nothing. Okay, let me just search for some perfect image. Give me 1 minute. We want is Nike red shoes maybe. Can I get something related to that one? Never mind, we're just gonna say copy link image Nike or red below in the aim size, right? Space it there, let's go there. Okay, this is red, this is blue. This is red. You can see the URL is actually changing. This is blue. Nothing is being updated. Okay, that is good. Go to something else, not available. So I will just prefer you to, work on this project a little bit more. Make sure the images are in, or all are having good aspect ratio. Or you can just, change this. You can actually use your own custom CSS to make sure that this, this option right here, like this image, is actually same in all the, like whatever the image aspect ratio is, whatever the resolution is, you just want it to be the same size. So you can work on that part, and that is your job. I'll pass that to you. Do we have something in the X? Okay, Excel. L. Excel, maybe something in Excel. Guess we don't. Okay, we have green in here. Okay, that's pretty cool. So we have selected color green, and we got the green shoes. And now here you can see the add to cart. We have the cart option. Basically, it's the one thing. Let's say cart tailwind component. We'll just go to the tailwind components. The first one, code. This is just the React code, right? Let's click to copy. Go to, let's make a new folder with the name of new file with the name of car.js. Oh, here it got stuck. Okay, we pasted this one here. We need to install a few things in our React. First is going to be our hero icons. We'll say npm i hero icons and headless UI / React. Hit enter. So these things are going to get crazy. Never mind. So we want to import our cart into our index.js. Not actually index.js, in our app underscore app.js. Okay, example, not example. Cart. So we just want to make sure that we are able to access cart in our whole website. So by default, the cart page will be open. If you do a refresh, you can see the cart will just pop up. Right, I stopped the server actually. Yarn dev. Okay. You can see by default it's being opened like that. We have the quantity, remove, close it. It actually only the close option work. It's by default. We have a state in here that is by default set as true. So basically it will be opened as true. And then yeah, things will happen like that. So let's do one thing. Let's see the quantity. Okay, this is the quantity option, right? We'll make a div. Inside the div, we're gonna get the quantity as span. We'll just say the number only. Yeah, we wanna go to hero icons. Hero icons. Search for plus. Copy the j6. Come here, paste here. Search for minus. Copy the j6. Go here. Actually, minus should be on the top. And plus should be below. Okay, we got something like that. Good. Class name is called flex. It all got sorted in middle, so we are just going to say now scale 105, maybe 110, maybe 125. Okay, 125 looks kind of good to me. Okay, 125 scale for both of them. MRAR, we give a little bit margin right. This one will give it a little bit margin left. And this one. Okay, is MRAR actually working? Not saying okay. It works, but we applied it on the wrong option. MRAR like that. You can see it's already good. Looks good to me for now. In the future we may update this thing something else, but we definitely want to change the color. It is going to be our color. Our color a little bit darker more. The dark side of a color, right? Yeah. Fill it, fill it, fill it. Yeah, fill it. Fill it. Oh, fill it, fill it, fill it. I just want to fill it. All right. I don't want no. So we have the remove one option also here. If we hover, we do like that. It's going to be amber 500. So we're gonna say text amber 600. Cursor is going to be it's going to be pointer. Okay. Pointer, we have these things right there. Check out, continue shopping. Checkout, where is checkout? Amber 600, and when we do like that, Amber goes a little bit more darker and the continue shopping. Amber. So it's all kind of like an amber way. Yeah. Okay, that's good. We are good to go for now. I refresh the page. I will get to see the cart, and we are having the cart right there. I'm really happy for whatever we got till now, because we're going to get a lot more things. Alrighty. So basically, these are some products that they're getting by themselves, not from asking me or somebody else. So basically, yeah, you can do a lot of things like that. Now we will use our context API to actually get the products and add them into our cart. Sorry, my bad. I will come back in after some time because I have to go somewhere. So I will see you later on.